Well, hello there, fellow geeks and geekettes, and welcome to yet another review video. Now, as far as my rereading goes of good old comics, I have reread another like 5 or 6 comic books, and I have also decided to do a little Batman readathon that really concerns almost everything that everything that I own and almost everything that has been published post-Crisis as far as Batman goes. Now, and when I reread Batman, The Man Who Laughs yesterday, I reminded myself of one little interesting fact, and that is that this is quite possibly the best remake ever done in the history of fiction. Now, for those of you who don't know, Batman the Man Who Laughs was written by Ed Brubaker and illustrated by Doug Mankey. Yes, I almost forgot. And it was published in 2005, and it really concerns Batman's first encounter with the Joker. So it's like a sort of a retelling of their first meeting story. And when you read, actually, either in a collected edition or digitally, or if you are such a lucky person to own the original copy, and such a foolish person to pull it out of a casing, a protective casing, Batman #1 from 1940, it is basically, this book, a retelling of a part of the issue where Joker appeared for the first time. Now, of course, it's not, like an absolute word-to-word and panel-to-panel retelling, because the issue was divided into several stories, but it was heavily inspired by it. And very prominent and dominant pictures and visualizations from the comic book were used in this. For instance, this one. The image of Joker turning his head slightly and holding cards in his hand. That was the first image of the Joker ever published, ever drawn by Bob Kane, right? Of course, the issue was written by Bill Finger. It was illustrated by Bob Kane, the creators of Batman. It was a long time ago. Now, this story is basically, see, this is the one, and if you Google the original picture, is basically the same, just the art differs, and there's like 65 years of a difference in comic book style. Now, it begins with the GCPD finding like a lot of dead bodies somewhere hidden away, and of course even the most skilled and seasoned policemen and coroners are shocked by it, and they are sick because the bodies look very very unpleasantly, and they must smell even worse. And it turns out that somebody who killed them was trying out some sort of new poison, and that they were his test subjects. They were lying there for a long time. Now, of course, at this point, Batman is already friends with Commissioner Gordon. By the way, this also serves as a sort of a sequel to Batman Year One. So they cooperate and work together. Now, while Bruce Wayne, as himself, Bruce Wayne, is having a meeting with this, fat, unpleasant millionaire, Joker appears on TV for the first time, as we were able to see, or we have been able to see in many representations before, among which I think the most prominent, or my favorite one, is in the Batman the Animated Series, where the Joker appeared on TV announcing the doom that he is about to bring upon Gotham, right? So he announces that by midnight, actually the fat millionaire, the gentleman, will be dead. Whoa, now. And then he kills the crew and shoots the camera, right? I mean, the camera crew. So everybody waits until midnight. The man is protected. The entire GCPD is there, and of course by the end, or by midnight really, the man dies, because he had been poisoned by the Joker poison. So he dies laughing, really, with a grin on his face, on his mouth. Now, the story also concerns the reopening of Arkham Asylum, right, where the criminally insane are about to be locked. Now, Joker appears then for the second time and announces that another gentleman will be dead. You see, this is how the man dies. You know, the typical Joker poison, Joker gas business. Then another gentleman will die, and not only him, but also Bruce Wayne will die. So Batman has to get rid of the GCPD that, you know, kind of guards him at his house, because he needs to put on his Batman cowl, his Batman suit, and well, escape. And he does it in a very clever way. He actually takes the Joker poison, right, to which he had previously developed an antidote. So they are transporting him in an ambulance to a hospital where Alfred gives him the antidote, and Batman is able to escape that way and go confront the Joker, who of course now has under his command an entire army of thugs dressed as clowns, right? So, and it appeared. So also there is one more storyline in this comic book, and that is the actual origin of Joker. And it's of course one of the possible origins of Joker, because there are many of them and we really can't be sure about the actual true origin of the Joker, which I think is good, because there should be some sort of mystery around this character, and it is my firm belief that we really shouldn't know the true origin of the character of the Joker. Now, but Batman goes during the day undercover with wig and fake glasses and fake beard, investigating to Axe Chemicals, which is about to be shut down, and he finds out that one of the workers there had his, well, face splashed with the chemicals, and the parts of his face which had been touched by the chemicals turned white. And the other guy said, should have seen some of the other guys. Blake Schneider stuck a hand in there once, and the hair on his arm turned all green. So, Batman, Bruce Wayne, realized that the Red Hood character that he defeated, and who fell in the canister with the chemicals in year one, Frank Miller's year one, actually might have been Joker, right? Because the chemicals in the canister both caused his madness and his physical transformation. So Batman finds out that the Joker wants to poison the water supplies of the entire Gotham, and that he wants to put his poison, his Joker poison, into the water that goes to the entire Gotham and kill everybody in the city. Now, while Batman was in the state of, well, madness, under the influence of the Batman or the Joker gas, he realized that the main thing that Joker is driven by in this comic book is hate for everybody and blaming everybody around him for what he had become. So that is how Batman, Bruce Wayne, actually realized that Joker wanted to kill the entire Gotham, that this is his motivation, right? That and actually his plan also, that he wants to poison the water supplies. So he confronts Joker there at just the right moment before the Joker releases the poison into the water supplies, and he fights the Joker, of course, and there is Batman holding the Joker above the water that had been poisoned by the villain. Now, before that, Batman blows up the aqueduct that actually makes the water flow into the city, so the water can't reach the city anymore. But it is still in the canister that really, in the thing that is below the two characters. But Batman being Batman, a hero, and he himself having his coat, does not drop Joker into the poisoned water. Well, and Joker gets stuck into Arkham Asylum as the first, or one of the first inhabitants there, and the book, spoilers again, concludes with Batman's meeting Commissioner Gordon on the roof of the GCPD headquarters, and Gordon introduces the bat signal that had just been installed on the roof, and the book or the story concludes. For the first time in weeks, people in my city are looking up, Batman says. In this new world, with men like the Joker and whatever else may be headed our way, that's a small victory, I know. But hell, I'll take what I can get. End. Now, my friends, this in this day and age of, well, over-Jokerized DC Comics, there have been maybe too many new comic books written about Joker and Harley Quinn. This is, and will remain forever, my favorite Joker story. It is a retelling of the Joker first meeting with the Batman, and I think that it is the most notoriously known version or depiction of the Joker. This madman whose identity is shrouded and clouded in mystery, and this madman who just kills left and right. With every breath he takes, he kills somebody, which one of the characters also say in this book, and who appears on TV, announces bad things to Gotham, wants to poison the entire Gotham City with his Joker poison or Joker gas, and then Batman defeating him, sticking to his own code, not killing the Joker, locking him up in Arkham Asylum, from which, as every Batman fan knows, Joker will escape in like a few days and to commit more atrocities. So this is the classic. This is the true Batman. This is the true Joker story. There are no deconstructions. There is no Batman lying on a beach and crying his eyes out to Catwoman, as Tom King writes. No way, Jose. Thank you very much indeed. This is the stuff if you want to read a true and a very good Batman story. And if you want to follow up your Batman Year 1 read, this is the story where you could theoretically continue if you want to read Batman stories more or less chronologically, as the chronology in the Batman universe goes, not as far as the publication goes. So, for me, one of the most perfect Batman comics of all time. And that would be all from me, my friends. What do you think? Have you read Batman, The Man Who Laughs? Did you like it or not? Or if you haven't read it yet, do you feel like reading it after listening to my spoilery review? What do you think? Tell me your opinion in the comments down below. And of course, do not forget to dislike this video if you don't like it, or like this video if you like it, and subscribe to this unimportant channel of an unimportant geek talking about unimportant things. And you can follow me on Instagram, where I post pictures of my collectibles and my comics and my manga and things like that. Well, that would be really all from me, my friends. See you soon, and bye.